9.5 WQYK, it's the crew, Killer Bees, Chad Brock, Steve Austin with you on this Friday morning, and we're glad to have back in the studios here a little more than a month ago, I guess. Our good buddy Doug Verrier, who has the book out, Fat to Skinny, Fast and Easy. In fact, Doug's going to be out this week where you can get it autographed and talk to him about the book, and we'll tell you about that in a few minutes. But Doug, welcome to the show again.
Well, thanks, Steve. I appreciate you having me back on.
And since you were last here, I took the book. I ate the diet for about a month, and got to tell you, man, I'm a big guy. I got to eat. I can't live on that rabbit food, and you got some great recipes in here. 25 pounds since I last saw you.
Wow, 25 pounds gone.
That's awesome, Steve.
Which is like throwing a deck chair off the Titanic for me, but we're getting there because
Yeah.
I got about another 75 or so. But it's amazing, man, that you can eat all this food, as we just did this morning, and lose that amount of weight.
It is amazing, and balance your blood sugar at the same time,
Yes.
which is crazy.
Yeah, because my blood sugars are like running perfectly normal now.
That's fantastic.
Had to cut back on medication, in fact. That's kind of strange, isn't it?
But that's what you wanted, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Good for you, buddy.
And that's the amazing thing about it. I guess the diet's got everything to do with it, right, Doug?
It does. It's a metabolic system, and the body can take care of itself if you just know how to let it do it.
And some of the recipes in here, I got to bring this one up because Chad and I tried it. And I just thought you were nuts, to be honest with you, first time you told me. Is you said take cauliflower, steam it till it's a little tender, put it in a food processor, throw in a little spoonful of mayonnaise, some salt and pepper and butter, and it's going to taste like mashed potatoes. And I thought, he's nuts. But you know what? It tastes just like mashed potatoes.
Yes, it does. And I've done it. I've done it many times, and my kids love it.
Yeah.
That's fantastic, and it takes all the sugar out of the dish.
Yeah.
And what he brought in today, for us to eat. He brought in yesterday, and I tasted it. I was like, this is awesome. It tastes exactly like fettuccine Alfredo with shrimp.
And it's what, Doug?
It's tofu.
And you say tofu to old country boys like us, and we go, yeah, out of your mind.
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't sound like something we'd eat, but it's pretty dang delicious, man.
Really good.
Now, I know you've been getting a lot of calls. Are you hearing a lot of other great success stories besides myself?
Yeah, I am. It's pretty constant, actually. It's the Bay Area has been good to us, and in turn, we really appreciate the support of you guys. There's a lot of people out there that need help with their weight and
don't want to eat salads.
No, they want to eat real food. Real men eat real food,
and I think women too. A lot of women don't want to eat. Have a tiny salad with 3 little tiny pieces of chicken on it is not a lunch to me.
Yeah.
And you just brought in what was the dessert you just gave us?
We just had applesauce cake with cream cheese frosting and strawberries on top.
And how many carbs was that?
2
carbs. and I think a misconception, Doug, is people think, okay, if I eat an 8-ounce steak, I can feel a pound jumping on me from that. But if you take the carbs out of that equation, if you have, for example, the other night I had probably an 8-ounce steak grilled with a big pile of broccoli with cheese, which I love.
Right.
No carbs in that, basically.
No sugar at all.
And your body has an immediate reaction when the sugar's gone.
Absolutely.
Is that the biggest demon, you think, in these weight loss in any weight loss program, is the fact that sugar's got to be eliminated?
Yeah, absolutely. The average American eats 150 pounds of sugar per year, believe it or not. And and my program removes almost all the sugar out of a person's diet and gives you all the great foods that you need to eat for your body to metabolize properly and burn off the fat.
It seems like sugar comes in all kinds of disguises.
It does.
From what I'm seeing here. I think
Piece
that's
of white
part
bread.
of the tricky thing.
Yeah. For folks that ate their bowl of Raisin Bran this morning, it was the same thing as eating 8 or 9 teaspoons of sugar.
You know what's weird about that? You said that is the other night I'm thinking, boy, I really want something sweet, and I just pulled a box of Raisin Bran Crunch out of the cabinet, and you're thinking granola, grain here, raisins, and I thought, this has got to be perfect. And I look at it like one bowl with 60 carbs or something.
Right. And
it's crazy.
If you divide that by 4, it'll tell you how many teaspoons of sugar
so
you're
that's
eating.
15 teaspoons of sugar for a bowl.
That's it. Yep.
Wow.
It's unbelievable.
Now, here's some of the recipes in Doug's book, Fat to Skinny, Fast and Easy. And here's some favorites of mine. Chicken cordon bleu with broccoli and lemon butter.
Wonderful.
Huh? Does that sound like diet food? Corned beef and cabbage boil with onion and green beans, and Cajun seafood boil. You talking my language right there. Cajun seafood boil. I love that stuff. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not being paid to endorse this, not getting anything out of it other than to borrow one of your books for the menu.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I'm kind of stunned that much weight came off, because I really was getting to the point where weight was becoming a health issue with me. You know what's amazing is my doctor, didn't even come from Doug. My doctor was telling me the other day that for every 2 pounds you lose off your body, it's like losing 20 pounds off your knees, which my knees have been killing me.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden now they're not hurting.
Mm-hmm. The actual number is for every pound you lose, you take 4 pounds of pressure off your knees.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So that's like 100 pounds lighter
100
right now.
pounds, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, if you want a copy of this book, we're going to give away a couple copies right now. Fat, Skinny, Fast, and Easy by Doug Verrier. Great book, great recipes in there, dozens and dozens of recipes, and you're going to try them. You ain't going to believe them. But fattoskinny.com, you can actually order it there, and you ship it within a day. Cool deal.
Ships right out.
I'm telling you, it's. I wouldn't have believed it, especially the cauliflower deal. But
Yep.
it's
good
unbelievably good. You would love it with like a nice steak. It's delish. We're going to get Doug. Stick around for a minute and talk to our winners here. We'll give away a couple of books next here at WQIK. Doug, again, a couple points you wanted to make about the book that we missed there a moment ago. Kids in particular.
Yeah, my wife made me promise I'd talk about children. For all you folks out there with kids that are bouncing off the walls and you think it's ADD and they're sucking down Ritalin, in a lot of cases it's just sugar. And I know you may not feed them candy, but, when they sit down to a bowl of cornflakes with a banana on top and a glass of chocolate milk, they're walking out with tons of sugar in their system.
Yeah.
So if you want to straighten them out and get them calmed down, put them on this program, and you'll find an amazing difference in their personalities.
Yeah, it sounds right.
I mean, anybody knows it's a parent. You give them a couple of Snickers bars at Halloween, and they'll tear a wall down.
Telling you.
So, yeah, I'm a big believer in that sugar's a problem. Doug, I tell you what, man, you made a believer out of me. I got about, I'm a quarter there where I want to be, so I'm gonna keep at it, and the recipes in the book are delicious. I highly recommend it to people. At least get the book and try a few of them. I think you're going to be surprised.
Yeah, Steve, let's hit on your blood sugar one more time for half a second. You're a person that was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Is that true?
Yeah, and they were running like 300. Now they're like 110. 120.
Yeah, so your blood sugar is now normal.
Well, that's getting rid of the sugar, I think. I think you're right about that, kind of flushing that out of your system. So give it a try with the books, Fat, Skinny, it's fast and easy, and that's the truth. Thanks, Doug, so much for coming in. We'll have to have you back in a couple of months when I'm having a skinny party.
I'll buy you new pants.
All right, there you go. You heard that. Keith Urban, Sweet Thing, WQIK.